What's up, adventurers? Welcome to Tirana, Albania. This is going to be our first impressions. We arrived here just 2 days ago now. Yeah, we've been here for 2 days, so this is our first impressions of Tirana, Albania. Before we start the video, we just want to give a quick shout out to Ellen, David and their new baby girl Darcy. Congratulations guys, and thank you so much for supporting us on our channel. Right now we're in Skanderbeg Square, which is actually the central part or central location, if you will, of Tirana. It's kind of the place that everybody comes to first. It's the first thing that you will kind of see on the map, as well as the center point to explore the city of Tirana. So this is what you'll see. You'll basically have an opera building over here. You have the statue then in the background that looks like a warrior. We're not too sure. I'm pretty sure it is Skanderbeg himself. And then you have here a giant Albanian flag. And also you'll spot quite a few mosques as well. And the main thing as well that will stand out here is the History Museum itself. So the National History Museum of Tirana. Not too sure if it's open at the moment. It seems to be under construction, like a lot of things are in the city, obviously due to what's going on in the world, but we're going to do our best to check this city out and give our first impressions. So we're on our way now to go and grab a quick drink. Very, very warm here. I think it's in the mid-30s most days since we've arrived, between 30 and 35 degrees Celsius, so it's a scorcher. Just a couple of key things to know about Albania in general. Obviously the majority language that is spoken here is Albanian. The currency that is most widely used is the Albanian lek. I'm going to pop down a quick kind of conversion rate here in the corner for you guys to check out if you are using euros. And then the majority of the population, around 50 to 55%, is Muslim. So you will see quite a lot of mosques here in the city in Tirana.
Very interesting to note as well might be that in some places you can actually pay with a euro, but you will get a much worse conversion rate. So for example, the first day we went to a cafe and we wanted to pay with euro because we didn't have the currency yet, and they wanted to tell us that 1 euro is 100 lek, but the actual conversion rate is something about 120 lek for 1 euro, something like that.
Something good to know, because you don't want to end up spending more money than you should when you're traveling.
So we found this really beautiful mosque here that you can see just behind me there. And we actually wanted to check it out a little bit more, but it seems like it is under construction. So we thought that we might be able to just fly a drone around here somewhere. And there's a police officer over there, so I'm just gonna go and ask him real quick if we can fly a drone, because it doesn't seem like it's possible here. But yeah, I'll take you along with me. Sorry, hi, do you speak English? Okay, a little. Is it okay for us to fly a drone here? Just in the air, not towards the building? Yeah? Okay, thank you. That worked out better than I thought.
Yes. So great success.
Great success.
Great success. We took some nice shots of this mosque right here behind us, just next to some government buildings. Naomi got the permission to fly the drone, so I took it up. We're going to show you those shots in 3, 2, 1, enjoy. So the next stop or where we're heading to next is the Grand Park of Tirana. We haven't actually checked this place out at all yet, so pretty exciting stuff. It seems to be a rather large park with some lakes and stuff like that, so we're gonna go there, and on the way there we're gonna stop for a quick bite to eat, and we'll bring you along with us as well. We're gonna try and show you guys nice places to eat, nice things to do, and what you can expect to pay as well while you're here in Tirana.
I just got a Caesar salad and a lemon soda. Luke has gotten a salami baguette and
Pepsi lime as well.
Pepsi lime, yeah, and it all came down to 760 lek, which is about €6.20. I think for Albania that's a little bit on the more expensive side, but it was definitely worth it. And after that we got an espresso and a macchiato, and they were 140 lek, so a little bit more than €1 for those two, which is really good.
Very affordable place here in Tirana. Like, every time we go out and eat, we're surprised by the cost. Oh, there's a KFC here. I wasn't expecting that. There's a giant KFC just behind us here. Check this out. Not somewhere I would go and get food, but it's funny to see that here, because from what I understand, there's no McDonald's anywhere in Albania, and then there's also no Starbucks as well, so it's actually a good thing not to see all of those kind of chain fast food places that you typically see in westernized countries. But yeah, nonetheless, this place, Tirana, based on our first impression on the cost, definitely gets a thumbs up from both of us. It is cheap and very, very affordable to eat and to live in general here. We just got here to the Grand Park of Tirana, as you can see here with the map. It's an artificial park, so it was actually man-made, obviously put here. There's quite a large lake, I believe, here, obviously man-made, just for the locals of Tirana to come and cycle, work out, maybe even go for a swim. I don't know if you can swim in the lake. Hopefully you can. It's really, really warm, but this is the entrance. We're just at it now. We're going to make our way into the park, possibly find a place to get the drone in the air here as well, if we can fly it around. The trees are pretty tall here though, that's the only thing, but
should be fine.
Seems like an interesting park nonetheless. Kind of both of us said when we looked at the map, it looks like Central Park, obviously like a much smaller, less busy version of Central Park, but let's see, it's going to be interesting. Happy days, we made our way here to the artificial lake here in the Grand Park of Tirana. Very beautiful. Nobody around. It's very remote.
Yeah, and nature is a bit different here, to be honest. Like, we already saw a huge spider, we saw very large ants that kind of look like fire ants, so I'm not sure. We would have to do some serious Googling around that. Like, I'm not sure about the insects around here, but it's definitely different if you compare it to, like, you know, Croatia, Montenegro, whatever, Germany. So it's a bit, I don't know, should be fine.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find out about those. We saw like a massive spider being eaten by ants, and we saw a few like huge spider webs as well. Lots and lots of wildlife dotted around here in the park. Really nice. It's a cool location. No one is swimming in the water, so that might be a bad sign. Maybe the water is not the cleanest. It seems to just obviously be, it's an artificial lake, so the water was just put here, and maybe the water is just sitting here kind of stagnant. By the looks of it, it's not the cleanest. Being a freshwater lake as well, there seems to be a lot of growth in the water, some stuff on the bottom like weeds and algae, and lots of algae. Yeah. So we'll see. We're going to get the drone up. We're going to fly around the lake and try and get some cool shots for you guys. Let's do it. So this park is actually completely empty. There's nobody around. We just flew the drone around, as you just saw, and we're literally the only two people here. We can just kind of faintly hear music in the background, but that's all the way over on the other side of the lake and more towards the south side of the city. So strange. It's a nice little park, but nobody's here. Doesn't seem to be like a touristy place either. So interesting to see that. It's not really frequented. I think the whole time that we've been in the park, we've only seen like 2 other people. So yeah, we're gonna make our way back towards the city now. Gonna go to the district of Bloku, have a look around there, and then we're gonna make our way slowly back to our accommodation. We're staying in accommodation. We booked it through booking.com, called the All Stars Hostel. Not bad, not a bad place. Very central and very reasonably priced as well. So we're going to drop the accommodation link down in the description below if you do want to check that out when you are coming and staying in Tirana, if you do decide to.
We've seen that quite a few times now already, that like the both of us, we are both in like t-shirt and shorts and everything. But it seems like the locals here don't really mind the heat. All of them are wearing like long pants, long sleeves. It's really, really weird. Here, have a look at this. I don't know if you can see this man, for example, going for a nice Saturday walk in 40 degrees heat. Oh my God. What are you doing?
We're just making our way back now to the center of the city. And here, in this park, we came across a university, Woodrow Wilson University. Some of you may know that name, former president of America, the United States. Very interesting. Both of us walked past it and we saw the sign and the description of the university, and we were like, it's very strange. It's a strange location. I'm just going to show you. There's a school bus here with the Woodrow Wilson sign on it, so check it out. strange. Not too sure why that is, or what the actual story is behind that. But obviously, you can see that America has quite the influence over Albania. We've seen, as you're walking around the city, quite a few American flags. There's a massive US embassy as well, not too far from here. So yeah, very interesting, and wonder if it's a popular university or if it's used often by the locals here, or if people travel to come here. If anybody that's watching does know, drop it down in the comments for us. Thank you. The two kind of main districts here in Tirana is 2-1 Jetori and Bloku. Those are like seemingly the two busiest areas or districts within Tirana, and where most of the people seem to be. Most of the shopping centers and the built up areas are as well. All right, so we just made it back to our accommodation here in the center of Tirana. We're not too far away from Bloku. We're relatively close as well to 2-1 Jetori, so perfect location. As I said, we're going to drop the accommodation down in the link in the description. Basically, our first impressions of Albania. I'm going to kind of rank it in like maybe different kind of tiers, I guess, or different numbers even. There's cars coming now. But I suppose number one would be cost. For both of us, Tirana is very cheap.
Cheapest country so far that we visited, I'd say.
Definitely. It's just amazing what you can get for your money here. We just got 2 pastries on the way back from the park. Massive like brioche chocolate pastries. I got like a cheese filled Danish, and it was 73 cents, 90 lek, or 73 cents. Like, that's like 3 or 4 euro if you were to get the same in Ireland. So definitely cost wise, Tirana is perfect. We had a meal yesterday where we had like 3 courses of meat, we had 2 drinks, and we had a plate full of olives, and the total came to just over 11 euro. So cost wise, Tirana is perfect. You can't go wrong in terms of cost coming here to Tirana in Albania. The second one that we would say is just the infrastructure. Infrastructure wise, it's pretty crazy here. So I don't know if you can see above me. I'm just going to turn the camera around, but this is the electricity system, if you want to call it, just literally here on this one street. It's very old school, very just literally like all you can see when you look up basically is electric wires, poles. There's one street that we walked on as well that's near the park, and basically the electric wire itself came down below head level. So like
For us, below
for,
head level.
for us, yeah, it was ridiculously scary because we were just walking along minding our own business, and then we realized we were right next to a power line. So
Albanians are pretty short. They're like, I would say like this, half my size nearly.
Yeah.
So I think for them it's okay, but for like Westerners or like taller people, it might be a problem with the electricity cords everywhere.
yeah, it's just crazy. It's just different. Obviously, Albania and Tirana itself, not very long ago was under communist rule. So it's still, you can still see the remnants of that and what it's done to the place. You can still see that it is a relatively poor country in terms of European standards, but overall this city is beautiful. It's very different. It's not what we expected to be, completely honest. When I was thinking about visiting Albania, I had this image in my head of just it being crazy, like, you know, really, really just mental. But it's pretty chill. Like, there's a lot of really great restaurants, a lot of choice for food, a lot of things to do, a lot of things to see. The people are not that bad either. And yeah, for me, Tirana, first impression, I give it a thumbs up. What about you?
Same for me. I would give Tirana a thumbs up as well. And well, the only thing right now for us is it's very hot here. Like, it's supposed to be, I think 38 tomorrow, 38 degrees Celsius. And the ocean is relatively far away. It's like half an hour by car. That's like the only thing I'd say where I'm like, I would love to have an ocean around, just that it's not like as hot. But other than that, I think it's the best place to start out your journey if you come to Albania.
Yep, 100%. So that's a recommendation from both of us. I know the last video that we put up of Tivat in Montenegro, it wasn't very positive, but 100% recommend you guys to come and visit Tirana. Check this place out. If you do want cheap, good quality food, you want friendly people, and you want to still go on a nice trip to Europe, check Tirana out. All right, guys, we're Nalu Adventures. Like the video, make sure to subscribe. I can never say that properly. Drop a comment down below, and peace.
Bye.